Hi everybody, nice to see you. I'm gonna go turn our music down because it is a little bit loud. 1 second. All right, I think that's better. Nice to see you guys. Welcome, welcome. Take these noisy bracelets off. Alrighty, so tonight our lineup is as follows. It is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Ophiuchus, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. And happy birthday, Geminis, if it has been your birthday today or was earlier in the month, or it will be soon. Alrighty, let us say a quick blessing and we will just get started with Gemini. Let me move all this stuff out of my way. Oh, that's not gonna work. Hold on. Oh, there we go. All right, I think we're ready. All right. Holy Spirit, thank you so much for being with us here today and in every single breath that we take. We ask that you direct these messages to be received by those who are meant to hear them. Amen. All righty, we're going to start with Gemini. I'm going to use this Tarot of Wonderland for Gemini. See what we have going on out there for you guys this week. I get the Two of Cups coming out on its side. This is somebody who's questioning a partnership. This can be a friendship. This can be a love relationship. This could be in a work dynamic. The Two of Cups is traditionally one of our soulmate cards in the deck. It can indicate also friendship. Crossing that out, the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. This is somebody who's tired of waiting to see progress in another person. They're tired of waiting for things to improve. They're tired of waiting for things to get better. I have the Three of Cups coming out on its side. So this is an energy of considering reconciliation of some sort with the Three of Cups. It can be considering reconciliation. It can be considering maybe going in a different direction. I have the Page of Wands coming out with that. It's possible that someone else has sparked your interest recently, Gemini, and it's causing you to think, you know, maybe I deserve more. Maybe I'm tired of waiting for this other situation to improve. Again, this can be in a work dynamic, or this can be in a relationship, a love relationship, or even a friendship. I have the King of Swords in reverse, which is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. Whenever we have this in the reverse, this tells me a couple of different things. This tells me, Gemini, that you are not expressing yourself. You're not telling anybody what you think, how you're feeling about a situation. You're keeping it all to yourself because you're afraid if you do speak up, it's all just going to come out in a bleh. You haven't really organized your emotions. You haven't really organized your thoughts around how to express this in some way. And whatever this is that you're kind of repressing here, Gemini, it kind of feels like it's making you feel off balance. It's making you feel not like yourself, or not like the person that you want to be for some reason. It feels like it's kind of keeping you down. It might be keeping you stuck in some way. I'm going to get another deck here. This is the Mary L. Tarot, and we'll clarify a little bit further here. Whoop. I got the Nine of Swords in reverse, and I got the Two of Cups out again. All right, so here's the thing. I feel like whatever this partnership is, whatever this is for you, Gemini, and again, these are just energies, right? So take them as you will. Whatever this is, this Two of Cups energy here, which can be like a soulmate relationship or a partnership dynamic, something like that. This is something that you would love to invest your whole entire heart and soul into it, except for one thing. We have this Nine of Swords in the reverse. With this Nine of Swords, this is an energy of stress. It's an energy of sleepless nights and tossing and turning and constant worrying. And whenever we have it in the reverse, we have this understanding that it's probably not going to get any better without some kind of intervention of some sort. And it feels like it's kind of out of your hands. Like, I can't help this situation along. I have the Empress card that comes out here. The Empress is the card of Virgo, but don't get hung up on the zodiac signs. I only call them out in readings like this in case they are of actual significance to you in your life. All right, so anyway, if you're not dealing with a Virgo specifically, this is kind of the energy of somebody who could be a mother figure, or they could be, this could be you. This could be someone who has a lot of responsibility on their shoulders. This could be someone who's used to having to do it all on their own. Or it could be relating to, again, a mother figure, a wife figure, or something like that. Kind of a matriarchal sort of energy here. And it feels like there's this energy of wanting this situation to improve. However, it just seems like you've been kept waiting for improvement for some time. I have the Knight of Pentacles that comes out here. That's Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. But this is somebody who wants to make sure they do everything right. They want to make sure they're not going to make any mistakes. This feels like you. This feels like somebody who says, I've waited and I waited and I waited and I did my best and I did my best and I did my best. It's still not improving. Now something else has caught your attention over here with this Three of Cups and this Page of Wands. I have the Four of Cups, oof, and I have the Strength card on top of that. You got quite a bit of major arcana here, as well as court cards. So this tells me that these are larger energies in your life. This Four of Cups is someone who's starting to demand that they be seen once again. Like, I want to just be seen for who I am, what it is that I bring to the table. I want someone who respects me, someone who treats me with respect, and something that I don't have to work so hard at. With this Leo card, it's the card of with the Strength card, it's the card of Leo. It's kind of this feeling of always being asked to be strong in a situation that goes right on top of this Empress card. Always having to be the one that shoulders a lot of the emotional support, or always shoulders all of the, I don't know, pick up after the fallout in some way. And this is somebody who's saying, you know what, I just feel like I deserve more. Okay, what is this Three of Cups though? And I have the Sun card out again, another card of Leo. This is someone, and the Temperance card with that. That's crazy town. You have a lot of major arcana here on the deck. Lots. Again, this feels like a really influential time in your life. This feels like something that you're demanding healing for yourself through. This is kind of an energy of you being strong and making a decision that benefits you in this situation is what actually brings a change to this dynamic. Speaking up for yourself and speaking up for your needs and speaking up to the way that you need things to change in some way. So again, I have Leo here, and then we have Sagittarius. It feels like there is something that comes towards you that looks more peaceful. It looks more abundant in some way, and it looks like it would ease your mind in a lot of ways. It feels like a change happens, maybe a change of partnership, maybe a change of who you allow around you in some way. It feels like you're starting to just want to be accepted for who you are and what it is that you do every day. It feels like you do an awful lot. It feels like you shoulder a heavy burden. And it feels like you may be surrounded by people or a person or a partnership that doesn't always take note of how much you put in. It feels like you've been putting in 110% for a really long time. You've waited for it to improve and it hasn't. And it feels as though you're tired of it and you want to invest in yourself in a different way, again, for the first time in a while. Good job, Gemini. And it feels like there's somebody that's coming towards you that's going to give you an opportunity to do that, in addition to just kind of showing you that you're able to get yourself out of a situation and move into a situation that's much better for you. It's just kind of proving that you can trust your own gut in a situation. Very good job, Gemini. That was your reading for the week. Next up, we are moving on to Libra, and I'm going to use this Artist's Inner Vision Tarot for Libra. Alrighty, we have the Star card out for Libra. Very good. That's the card of Aquarius. This is a major influential shift in your life. It's good. We have somebody who is starting to see a new vision for themselves. They're starting to get excited about their future again for the first time in a while. This is somebody who sees that they're in control of their destiny and they will do it their way and they're going to live their life their way. Good job, you. That is fantastic, Libra. I don't know what this is about. The Star card can be about divine blessings that are on their way to you after you've worked really hard to achieve something. We have the Prince of Wands that comes out on top of that, which is basically the Knight of Wands. This is somebody who knows a good thing when they see it, they go after it, they don't take any that nothing's going to stop them. Nothing's going to slow them down. Once they see what it is that they want, what is meant for them, it's like full steam ahead. It's very attractive. This individual, this is someone who is commanding a lot of attention from others around them. Good job. Let's look here. Feels like a lot of creativity. And like if you're an artist or something, this would be a really great week for you. I have the Prince of Swords that comes out with that. That's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So you've got 2 knights out here. We've got Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Then we have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius here. The Prince of Swords came out in the reverse. And this is somebody who's not talking about something. Maybe they don't feel like they're ready to share some kind of new endeavor. Possibly... I don't know, some kind of new exciting experience. But there, like I said, when we were talking about this Knight of Wands energy before, it feels like somebody who's not going to let anything stand in their way of their goals, of their dreams, and all of that. And then we have this Knight of Swords that comes out in the reverse with that, which kind of indicates someone who just, it almost feels like a little bit of a fear of failure, but that doesn't make sense. Hold on, and I'll look a little further. And now I have the Knight of Cups. You've got 3 knights here. That is interesting. So I feel like there's somebody who wants to go after something here. And they really want to pour their heart and soul into either another person or into something important to them, some kind of art or something, or some kind of new, could be a new career opportunity. It could also be starting a new business of some sort. But this Knight of Cups is somebody who offers their heart to someone in some way. Alrighty. Hold on, that's too many. Oh my gosh, we got the Queen of Swords and now the King of Swords. This almost feels like a family dynamic now because we've got so many court cards. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 6 cards. These are court cards. So they're like people, character cards, right? Queen of Swords is somebody who knows exactly what they want. It's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. So is King of Swords. They're matches, they're mates. So we almost have like a partnership dynamic here. It kind of feels like we have someone who is about to meet their match in some way and they haven't been telling anyone about it. Or maybe they don't even know about it. They don't know that it's happening. It feels like somebody who's about to meet the right person, be at the right place, at the right time, something like that. For meeting, I don't, let me get another deck. Hold on. Let's see here. Let's use this Deviant Moon Tarot. Because I don't know. That star card is, again, the card of Aquarius. So, I don't know what you've got going on here, but I've got the 2 of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody who says, I never saw it coming. I never thought it would happen. I can't believe it for a million years. What? And the 10 of Wands on top of that. This is somebody who's just like ready to give up on something. Ready to give up on something, and it feels like at the last minute, something steps in and changes all the course of everything. I have the 8 of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Hierophant. This is somebody who wants to offer some kind of a commitment to somebody. This is somebody who recognizes you either for your talent or just from just a complete attraction to you in some way. They want to offer you something, some kind of a deal, some kind of an offer, or some kind of could be a contract of some sort. This could be a marriage proposal even. This 8 of Swords would be something, or it feels like almost something that's been kept a secret or kept quiet. And the 9 of Wands in the reverse. It feels like somebody who comes out of hiding almost. It feels like somebody who all of a sudden, maybe this week, maybe you've been sitting on something. Maybe you've been sitting on some kind of news that there is like some kind of partnership deal brewing, or maybe you've had your eye on somebody for a while, or someone's had their eye on you for a while. It feels like whoever it is, things are starting to come out into the open this week in some way. This King and Queen of Swords together here with all of these other court cards surrounding this, and this Hierophant and this Ace of Wands, all this stuff together. Kind of just feels like an energy of like, it's like a rushing in of It feels like commitment. It feels like expression, clarity, that sort of thing. But it feels like someone who hasn't been able to tell the truth about something for a while can finally start speaking their mind or start telling the truth about something that's going on in their life in a positive way. Maybe you've been waiting to let someone know that you got a job or something because you haven't received the offer yet. Maybe this is the week that it comes through. Or maybe this is like a relationship that you kind of haven't been telling people about, and all of a sudden there's this opportunity that you feel like it's the time to make some kind of a commitment or something like that, get everything out in the open, something like that. But it just feels like this is the right time to take action in a situation, and it feels like there's somebody that wants, or perhaps even you're ready to kind of put your heart out there on the line. I like it a ton. I don't know entirely what it means. Libra. Yeah, I got the Six of Pentacles. This is great news. Whatever it is that you're waiting on, this is kind of an energy of equal give and take. It's reciprocity. It's fairness, equal pay for equal work, and even having a little bit extra to share with others. This can be somebody who has balanced scales in their life somehow. There's some kind of karmic justice that comes in for you with some kind of partnership possibility, something that you had given up on for some time. Finally does come to fruition. It's almost like something that just kind of comes out of nowhere. It's good news. I like it. All right, that was your reading for the week, Libra. I will catch up with you soon. Next up, we have Aquarius. Let me get this cleaned up here real quick. Alrighty, I'm going to start us off with this Mango Tarot for Aquarius. See what Aquarius has going on this week. Alright, Two of Cups out in the reverse. This is somebody who may be questioning a soulmate partnership in some way. And we have the Lovers card that crosses that. Holy smokes. And then we have the Death card crossing that. That is kind of intense. So we have two of our soulmate cards out here already. We've got the Two of Cups and we have the Lovers here, right? The Two of Cups in the reverse can be a fallout in a love relationship. It can be choosing to not partner with someone. When we have the Lovers card out with that, this is kind of a concern this week for you, this whatever this relationship is. The Lovers is the card of Gemini, but which is the season that we're in. But it kind of feels like the Lovers is a card of choice in a love relationship whenever it comes towards us. It's kind of asking us, what do you want to do? Like, is this a partnership that you want to invest in some way? The Death card coming out on its side, this is somebody who says, like, if this is how this goes, then this is going to be a final ending, is kind of how it feels. And it feels like this may be coming up for you this week, Aquarius. Let me look a little further. I got the Ace of Cups in reverse. No. Ace of Cups in the reverse is someone who is crying a lot of tears. This is somebody who feels a tremendous loss with this, the loss of a relationship like this. We've got the Temperance card out. That's the card of Sagittarius. The Temperance card is a card that asks us to question, what is it that we really need in our lives? What is it that will really add to the stability of our lives? What is it that's actually going to be beneficial to us truly? And we have the King of Swords, which is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy in the upright position. Good job, you. So this understanding that balance is needed in a situation, understanding that the balance directly pertains to you and your life and what is going to make sense for you and what is going to make sense for you long term. There's some kind of clarity that comes into you this week, Aquarius. Let me get another deck out here to clarify. I'm going to use this Marielle Tarot again. It feels almost like choosing to let go of a relationship is something that propels you toward greater balance in your life, really. And it feels like if you've been feeling off, like choosing to end something, it feels like it restores balance to you in some way. I have the Five of Wands in reverse. This would be an energy of something that you've already been thinking about. You've kind of gone back and forth in your head about it. I don't know, it feels like you have made columns on a paper of like the positives and the negatives about this relationship, and you just can't kind of make it make sense for you. And I have the Sun in the reverse. You just don't see any way to make it better. That's kind of how it feels. And I have the Wheel of Fortune. It feels like, so the Wheel of Fortune can be an energy of change. It can be an energy of divine timing. The Wheel of Fortune can be something that says, you know, there's a time and a season for every person, every place, every relationship in our lives. And we have to be ready and willing to accept it when it comes towards us and let go of it whenever it's time to. And this is kind of the energy that is flowing for you this week. It feels like it's restoring balance to you. I would say probably by Wednesday, you'll have a lot of clarity that comes in for you in some way. Good job, you. That Wheel of Fortune in the upright just tells me it's good timing, that you are smart, you're wise, you can trust yourself, you can trust your gut in these situations. You'll know the right thing to do. I have the Ace of Cups in reverse again. Eesh. Well, this is something that is, it feels like a loss of a major love relationship in your life. And again, this would be something that would affect you very deeply. And it's like there's no loss of love here, right? Is kind of what I'm seeing here. It kind of feels like something that you thought was off to a new beginning somehow doesn't go that way in some way. I have the Magician in reverse. This is somebody who says, like, no matter what I do, I don't think I could ever transform that situation. I feel like my hands are tied. I feel like I don't have, I'm hearing like the resources, or I don't have the availability, or I don't have the something or other to make that all function the way I need it to function. And I have the Death card out again. Wowza. So you have a lot of repeat cards in here, Aquarius, which is good. That tells me that your energy is really clear and your thoughts about this are very clear. So when we have the Death card that comes out there twice, right? Again, it's the card of Scorpio, and it's a heavy energy. This is someone who's saying, you know, final endings, like I have to do this. This is something I need to do for myself. This is something I need to do to return to myself in some way. And it feels like you know your mind and you know your heart, and it doesn't mean your heart won't feel pain from this if this is in fact your reading. However, it just feels like something that you've known you've needed to do for some time. And now it feels like it's a time that you are ready to accept that in some way, to accept this transformation and this change that comes from this Death card, because the Death card is about an ending that brings about major transformative change in our lives. And it looks like you're very wise. You've got that Temperance card right in the middle, that feels like just a rebalancing of yourself. It feels like you've done everything that you can, almost like mental gymnastics, trying to figure out how you could make this work, because there is, again, so much love here, but it doesn't feel like, it feels like something that you're ready to pull the plug on in some way, because you've got the Death card out there twice, you get the Ace of Cups out there twice, you got the Two of Cups in reverse. Like, that's just kind of heavy, and it feels like you've kind of, like I said, put it in the column yes or no enough times that now you're starting to just understand how it is that you really feel. You're a smart cookie. Good job. I'll see you guys next week. Thank you for letting me read for you, Aquarius. Next up, we have Cancer. Let me have a drink of this coffee. I know I'm not supposed to be drinking coffee at this time of night, but somehow I am. All right, let us start with this Chicoli deck for Cancer, all right? We got the Queen of Wands. Very good. This is someone who is very beautiful. They're very attractive. They're very popular this week. You may be admired by a lot of people this week. This is someone who's feeling very artistic. They're feeling very creative this week. Good job, you. It feels like you're being highly admired everywhere you go. It feels like you're doing very well. You have a lot of extra energy this week. I have the 10 of Pentacles. This is good. This can be a windfall of money. This can be a raise. This can be a promotion at work. This can be the ability to invest in a new home or something like that. This is something you could put into savings. That's kind of just like the energy of extra money that helps you grow in stability in some way. I don't know if you're perhaps working on some kind of home business, or perhaps some kind of I don't know, finding a way to make some of your creative pursuits become more lucrative financially, perhaps. I have the Four of Cups, and I have the Star card out in the reverse. This is a good thing. It feels like in the recent past, if not currently, you've been kind of isolating yourself for a little while. It could be honestly very much related to some of the strange planetary dynamics we've had going on out there. There's been some kind of heavy energies, I'm not gonna lie. And a lot of people have been isolating. A lot of people have been extra sad lately, or feeling extra stressed lately. And it's kind of starting to bleed out a little bit into the outer world. And I think people are starting to kind of self-isolate a little bit here just to deal with it. And a lot of it comes from that eclipse energy that we had last week. I think it was on the 26th. Yeah. And it was that full moon eclipse in Sagittarius, I believe. And I think that it kind of drove some of us in because it was just heavy. That may have been you. It feels like an energy that you may be coming out of. It feels like there was some point when you decided, you know what, I'm ready to start doing the things that I want to do the way that I want to do them. It feels like at some point you were kind of ready to give up on some of these maybe hopes, dreams, aspirations, even relationships in your life. And it kind of feels like you're ready to come out of that state. We have a Judgment card. This is a wake-up call. This is somebody who got fairly low in themselves at some point, and then they had to give themselves some kind of a wake-up call, some kind of a shake-up, something that said it's some kind of rebirth or something like that, a resurrection of who you really are. Good job. And it kind of came from that time of isolation. Maybe you needed some space to just kind of clear your head. Good job. And it feels like you may have worked on some things that you have a particular creative passion towards. You might be an artist again, and maybe it's come back around to you that who you really are and who you want to invest in as yourself. Good job. All right, I'm going to use this artist's inner vision to clarify a little bit here as to what this can be about, because it feels just like a lot more stability and positivity coming towards you this week, and it feels like you've worked through some kind of, I don't know, some heavy times, some dark times recently. All right, Cancer, I've got the Hierophant card here. This is a card of marriage. It's a card of commitment. It's a card of traditional values. This is someone, it's kind of representative of a higher power at times as well. Again, this could be someone who has decided what's important to them and what's not important to them, and there's been some kind of a major shift in what they think that is all of a sudden. Or this can be someone that's coming towards you who's saying, you know, I finally see what I would like to commit to here in you. Again, with that Queen of Wands energy, you're highly attractive this week. And I've got the Queen of Pentacles here that comes out with that too. That's good. Sorry, these are new cards, and sometimes it's kind of hard for me to see the writing on them. It takes me a second. Plus I'm old. So this Queen of Pentacles energy is someone who's now starting to, we got the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles here. This is someone who is really starting to grow into themselves. This is someone who is really ready to put down roots. They're ready to commit to the next level of themselves. Again, you could be experiencing a promotion at work or something like that. There's been a tremendous amount of personal growth that's happened for you recently. There was some kind of major wake-up call that happened for you, I'm guessing within the last couple of weeks, that has kind of shaken you up here, woken you up in some way. And I have the Eight of Swords here. There's some kind of tricky dynamic that you've had to work out in some way, and it feels like there was an energy of procrastinating some of the things that were really important to you, dealing with for a long time. It felt like maybe you had been letting parts of yourself go, or perhaps self-medicating with things, or perhaps just putting off anything that was too difficult because you had too many other things going on, and so you were just kind of sweeping things under the rug. And it feels like there was some kind of fallout here where we had you kind of go into a state of isolation and kind of, I don't know, face some of those darknesses. And I've got the Five of Swords. It feels like you cut a lot of people out of your life recently, or you, I don't know. The Five of Swords can be an energy of feeling somewhat defeated as well. But it also talks about choosing to not be defeated in a situation and choosing to be the victor in the story. And I've got the Knight of Wands that comes out with that. This kind of feels like an energy of someone who doesn't want to listen to what everybody else has to say anymore. They just want to do things the way that they need to do them. And it feels like you're addressing a lot of your issues your way. And it feels like you're going to experience a lot of healing this week from whatever those things were that were kind of holding you back in some ways previously. It feels like you went through some dark times recently. And it feels like that's kind of getting better, basically. It feels like you're learning to cut out some of the things that have caused toxicities in your life, however those have played out. And it feels like there's someone or something that's coming towards you that's an energy of a commitment or some kind of, I don't know, maybe a contract or something like that. Someone who's seeing your value, your worth. This feels like something that you saw coming for a while, because you know that you're worth it. But maybe for a while you didn't. And now it feels like you're starting to see your worth and your value, and a lot of other people are starting to take note of it as well. You may have really progressed recently as an artist or something like that. You may have started some kind of a new business that people are starting to take note of because you're very good at it, whatever it is that you're doing. It feels like something that is going to be able to make some money for you in some way. And if you are in some other kind of work dynamic, it's a possibility you may be offered some kind of promotion, or there could be some extra money this week. Good job, you. That was your reading for the week, Cancer. And the next peoples we have up are the Pisces. Alrighty, I'm going to use this Tarot of Wonderland for Pisces. Two of Cups in the reverse, Three of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles crossing that. Alrighty, so this is someone who has had some kind of a fallout in some kind of a relationship. Could be a friendship, could be a love relationship, could be at work, I don't know. Two of Cups in the reverse can be like a fallout within a friendship or something like that, because this is, again, one of the soulmate cards. We've had this guy out several times this week from multiple decks already, right? Whenever we have this card in the reverse, this is someone who is struggling in a relationship of some sort. With this Three of Pentacles, this is somebody who's saying, can we just get on the same page about this? Is it really that hard? Can we work this out? Is there any way we can come together to work this out? Because there's a lot of stability on the line here. This can be a home on the line. This can be a job on the line, something like that. With this Ten of Pentacles that crosses it, it's an energy of stability. It's an energy of something that you've put roots down into. And it feels just like kind of a struggle right now. And I got the Ace of Cups out for you guys and the Knight of Pentacles out, and they're both on their sides. And whenever I have cards that come out on their sides for me as a reader, it kind of tells me that you're either in charge of the dynamic of shifting it into the upright or into the negative, right? Or it's an energy of change, like that we're not really sure where it's headed. And if I have a lot of them come out on their sides, it gives me the impression that you're not really sure where this situation is headed. It feels like this is, again, something you've invested a lot of your heart, your soul, possibly your time, your energy, your money in some way into, and it feels like you're ready to give your entire heart and soul to it, whatever it is, with this Ace of Cups. And it's something that feels very true and honest to your heart, and it feels like you've done your very best in this situation with the Knight of Pentacles. You've done your best to be either the perfect employee, the perfect wife, the perfect mom, the perfect girlfriend, boyfriend, father, husband, whatever. Perfect person. That's you. You've done it all. Yes. And the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is our Twin Flame 1111 Awakening card, but in addition to that, this is someone who is really focused on the stability within themselves and in the four walls of their home. This is possibly pertaining to a marriage whenever we have it in the upright here on top of this Knight of Pentacles. And I was saying someone who had really done their best, someone who had given everything their all. I'm hearing somebody just say, damn, Skippy, yes, I have. I 100% invested in this, 110%, 111% invested in this situation. Well, I believe you. It just feels like there's been some kind of little hitch in our giddy up here, some kind of little hiccup that has caused some kind of fallout. And I got the 8 of Cups on its side. 8 of Cups is like the energy of someone who's trying to decide if they can walk away from a situation. This is somebody who's deciding if it's worth it for them to stay or if it's worth it for them to go. All right, let's see here. Let me get this, use this Marriott Tarot again. I like this guy. And I get the 10 of Cups in reverse. This could be one of those situations where it feels like someone else is doing the ending before you get a chance to, or something like that. Or it feels like maybe this was kind of set upon you, this energy of walking away or something. I've got the Fool card out here. There's like the possibility of a new beginning here. There's like a possibility of a do-over or a start over. With that Fool card, this is somebody who says, I'm sure we can do this all over again. I'm sure we can transform this into something better and something more beautiful. This 10 of Cups in the reverse, though, is someone who has had to let go of something that could have been everything to them. Alrighty. And I have the Moon that comes out in the reverse and the Ace of Swords. All right, well, here's kind of what it is. I feel like what it's hinging on, and I feel like you're speaking to yourself very matter-of-factly, okay, Pisces? And this is what's so interesting to me, because it feels like there's like a lot of heartfelt emotion in these cards, but your emotions feel very logical and they feel very matter-of-fact. Like, well, basically what I'm trying to decide is, am I waiting for truths to come out? I'm waiting to have a discussion about something that is the truth and the honest truth in this situation. If I don't like what I'm hearing, if I feel like I'm not experiencing the truth from this person or these people, then I am actually prepared to walk away from this, because my stability and my inner like what's right for me is the most important thing at this point, because I can't keep dealing with someone who's not working on the same page or putting in the same amount of effort that I am. And I've got the High Priestess card. This is someone who is highly intuitive. And this is the card of Pisces. Good job. So this is somebody who is highly intuitive. They're very psychically gifted. They can be a healer of some sort. This would be someone who has a lot of inner knowing. Someone who has definitely learned how to trust their own inner gut instincts and listen to that little voice that tells you. It's like your little lie detector in your head. It feels like you have a really good one, a very advanced one, Pisces. And it feels like you are able to kind of weed out the truth in situations. You're able to, listen for the right things, and you kind of are waiting on someone else to tell you the truth in a situation. That's what's going to make a difference as to whether or not you choose to stay or go. I feel like you're approaching this from a very healthy way, a healthy view. I have the Queen of Wands in the reverse, though. This is a situation that's left you feeling a little badly about yourself in a way, though. It feels like it's torn at your self-esteem in some way. It has you feeling like you need some comfort in a way. It feels like you kind of need a hug. You need like something warm, and it feels like you could use some support is what I think we're trying to say here. Again, this feels like you're approaching this situation so logically, and I have the King of Cups in the reverse. And the Two of Swords in the reverse. I hear somebody who's saying, like, I can't make up my mind about this. I really need an honest conversation about this with whoever or whatever this is. I'm not telling anybody how I'm feeling, but I'm having all of these kind of overwhelming emotions. I feel like I could use some support in this situation, but I'm not really ready to talk so much about it. With this Two of Swords in the reverse is someone who's struggling to make a decision as to what they want to do. And it really, again, kind of hinges on, it feels like some kind of conversation where you're asking someone to tell you the truth truth about something. It feels like you've had some suspicions about something. Again, this can be in your romantic life. This can be in any relationship dynamic. And again, these are just energies, so take them as you will. Some of them may be tiny little blips in your life where you'll have a day where you're like, that kind of resonated with that reading. And other times it'll be like, holy smokes, that's my story. But if this is your story, it just kind of feels like you're waiting on somebody else to tell you the truth about something. You have a really strong sense of inner knowing, inner gut instinct. You're very smart, you're very wise, and you've really learned over the last little while to trust that little voice in your head, and you really just want to sit down. You just want some honesty in this situation. And in the meantime, it kind of feels like you need a cup of hot tea and a hug. Maybe you ask somebody for a little bit of support, a friend, a loved one, something like that. Anyway, very much love to you. I will see you guys soon. Next up, we have Scorpio, last of our water signs. I'm going to use this traditional Rider-Waite for our Scorpios. Three of Swords. Alrighty. What is going on with our water signs this week? There's kind of like a lot of doom and gloom, it feels like. This, let's make it not about doom and gloom, right? But let's talk about what it says. This Three of Swords is an energy of a breakup. I always call it the Ben and Jerry's card of the deck, right? It can be an indication of heartache, grief, pain, something like that. Whenever we have it in the upright position, this kind of feels like something you're going through, or something that you've just kind of begun experiencing. Well, here's the thing. It feels like, this could be work related. This could be an ending at work because I have the Eight of Pentacles that comes out with it. But I also have the Six of Wands in the upright position, which is good. Whatever this is that you're leaving behind with this Three of Swords, this energy of kind of an ending that was sort of painful, it feels like you put in all of yourself that you could to a situation, and you worked and you worked and you worked and you did the very best you could, and now it feels like it's time to move on to something else. The Six of Wands is kind of an energy of victorious homecoming, something like that. It can be an energy of having a lot of admirers, having a lot of people look up to you in some way. I have the High Priestess out for you guys too. Again, the card of Pisces. This is someone, again, who's very highly psychically gifted. This is someone who knows how they feel about something. They know there's a lot of inner wisdom from you. Feels like you've grown a lot from whatever this ending is here, and now we have you available to seek partnership once again. So this could again be in a career, or this can be in a love relationship. This Two of Wands is an energy of seeking partnership. It is an energy of I have a lot to offer to the world, and I'm really just waiting for the right person to meet me halfway and offer me the same thing. And this is kind of this understanding. You've grown a lot from whatever this ending is, and it feels like it propels you into a place of a lot of, I don't know, for lack of a better word, victory, like into a place where you are winning in some way. Let me use this artist inner. No, I'm going to use this one. Okay. I'm going to use this manga tarot for you guys to clarify real quick. What is this Three of Swords? Everything else looks so positive, and it really does seem to kind of spring from this Three of Swords energy, which is again kind of a painful dynamic. I got the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Here's the problem. Whatever this Three of Swords is that you're walking away from, that you're leaving behind, there was this energy of imbalance, something that was unfair. You were always giving too much and never getting anything in return. You were always the one giving out and that never on the receiving end. It feels like if it's in a work dynamic, you were doing too much work, not paid enough, something like that. Maybe paid less than other people who were doing the same job. If this is in a relationship dynamic, this would have been something, felt like you were always doing all of the work, all of everything, and you really even emotionally investing, and the other person simply wasn't in some way. It feels like that's kind of why you're walking away from a situation, and you doing that frees you up for something that's much better suited for you. And I have the Magician. This is you taking your destiny into your own hands. This is somebody who says, I'm not really sure where I'm going to go from here, but anywhere is better than here. Good. This is somebody who has a lot of tools at their disposal too. This is someone who is very gifted. Again, very psychically gifted. This is also someone who's a master manifester. This is someone who is good at making their dreams a reality. And you always have been, Scorpio. Let's be honest. I got the King of Wands that comes out with that and the Three of Pentacles. Good job. All right. So the King of Wands is someone who is highly admired, very good, and highly attractive to very many people around them. People want to work on a team with this person. This person has a lot of good ideas. This person has a lot of like fortitude to them. They're very strong. They're very able. They're very capable. They're very well known for what they do. This would be a week where you would have a lot of people focusing positive energy on you. You would be receiving a lot of attention from others around you. This Three of Pentacles is an energy of someone who is finally on the right team, meeting people who you can work on a team with or be on the same page with. And it feels like you've known it was coming this whole time, simply because you are a very hard worker. You do a good job at everything that you do, and so you deserve a lot, which and I'm not just gassing you here, but it's a lot of hard work that you've done, and it feels like from some kind of ending where you weren't getting a very fair deal, leaving that behind really I don't know, it puts you in the right place to accept a new partnership whenever it comes towards you, and it feels like you know it's coming quickly, and you will have a lot of people admiring you, admiring your work, all of that over the course of the next week. Good job, you Scorpio. Nice to read for you. Have a good week. Next up, we have Ophiuchus. All right. I'm going to keep on with this little manga tarot for Ophiuchus. If you're an Ophiuchus, you would have been born between November 29th and December 18th, I believe it is. Ace of Wands in reverse and the Page of Pentacles. All right, so the Page of Pentacles is someone who wants to start over with something. They want to start at the beginning. This can be an entry-level position. This can be like an entry-level offer of something. This Ace of Wands in the reverse kind of feels like too little, too late energy. It's kind of that feeling I'm getting. Hold on. And I've got the Star in the reverse. That's the card of Aquarius. This can be someone who feels like they didn't get the commitment that they needed, and now they've kind of moved into a different direction. This can be someone who feels like they maybe are ready to go in a different direction. It's kind of what it feels like. It feels like they're just not getting what they need. I've got the Death card that comes out right in the middle of your spread. That's the card of Scorpio. So you've got 2 major arcanas out here out of 4 already. So this is kind of an influential week for you. It kind of feels like having to walk away from something that you thought was going to be a good deal. But again, it feels like too little, too late kind of energy. Feels like someone who wanted more of a commitment than what they received, or wanted more of an investment than what they received in some way. With this Death card, it's kind of like a final ending. You're like, yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to go that way. Something like that, but there's a major change that comes from that Death card energy. And the High Priestess out there, which is the card of Pisces, another major arcana. This would be something that you kind of knew the whole time, kind of saw coming with this Death card and this High Priestess card, and even with this Star card energy. This is someone who knows the right thing for them, and they know what's not the right thing for them. And it feels like you hadn't been getting what you wanted for a very long time, and it feels like you knew it, they knew it, everybody knew it, but you stuck it out for some time anyway, hoping that it was going to improve, all the meanwhile knowing that it really just wasn't suited for you. Let us use this Tarot of Wonderland to clarify just a little bit further. I have the Four of Wands that crosses that. That's somebody who, again, is that Twin Flame 1111 Awakening card, but it's beyond that. This is someone who really does know what's right for them and what isn't right for them. This is someone who probably is focused on their physical stability, their home stability, and it's questioning whether somebody is actually adding to that stability or not. Yeah, good job, you. This is someone who, I don't know, it can be questioning a relationship. the Chariot in reverse, and I got the Ace of Cups out here. This is somebody who says it doesn't seem to matter how much I give and give and give. It just doesn't seem to really get off the ground. It doesn't seem to go anywhere. Chariot card is the card of Cancer. You have a lot of major arcana here. With this Ace of Cups on top of it, this is someone who is freely giving of themselves and saying, I will do whatever it takes in this relationship to make this relationship work. And then on the other hand, you've got somebody over here who's like, it just seems like it's kind of fizzling before it even begins. You've got the Ace of Wands here and the Ace of Cups here. This Ace of Wands in reverse, this feels like there was a lot of sexual passion and a lot of sexual chemistry if this was a romantic relationship, but maybe there wasn't enough heart given in some way, emotional support, something like that. It just feels like there wasn't a lot of movement or change. And now I've got the Page of Cups. There's somebody here though who is like, it feels like we've got two people on a teeter-totter here, up and down and up and down, and one person is saying, but wait, we can fix this, we can make this better, and the other person with this Page of Cups energy, and the other person's like, I don't know, because there's this Death card energy here right in the middle. But this Page of Cups is somebody who wants to offer you know, love, kindness, friendship, that sort of thing, affection. You've got this Page of Pentacles. This is somebody who wants to offer some growth, some emotional stability, something like that, possibly even a financial offer if we're talking about work here. Just like a small raise in salary or like a small promotion or something. And then with this Ace of Wands in the reverse, this is somebody who's like, but really, that's not really enough for me. I need more. And if I don't see more, then I kind of want to end this in some way. That's kind of what I'm hearing, because I'm not seeing a lot of positive growth here. This is someone who knows what's really meant for them and what's not really meant for them, with that Star card and that Four of Wands that comes out there. And with that High Priestess is an energy of really following that gut instinct and knowing when it's time to leave the party and when it's time to stay. With this Ace of Cups, it feels like someone who gave a lot of their heart and soul, but they just didn't see the change that they needed to with that Chariot. And we got the Five of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody who, again, feels like they have gone down the list. This was present in that Aquarius reading where I said somebody has divided something down a line and it's like a yes column or a no column, and it feels like they are, again, assessing what's right for them here with this Four of Wands and also the Five of Wands here. Yeah. It feels like somebody who has been really logical about this situation, and they're coming to the conclusion of like, you know what, I just don't think it's right. I think I got to bounce in this situation, and I've given it my all. It's kind of what I'm hearing. And I got the Page of Pentacles out again. Golly, I love it when you do that, right? So the Page of Pentacles out here twice, and we have it in the reverse this time. This is somebody who says, you know, I just haven't been liking what I've been seeing. I just don't feel like it's going to be worth it. In the long run, I don't feel like it's going to be worth it, is kind of what I'm hearing. And with this Five of Cups here, it kind of mirrors that, which is somebody who says, I'm done just giving and giving and giving and never getting what it is that I need. I'm not going to do it anymore, and I'm not going to ask you to sit there while I give and give and give and don't receive. Like there's two sides to this, right? Like I said, it feels like a teeter-totter in some way. And this is kind of the week that we have a lot of clarity here with that Death card that comes in as to which way you're going to go, how this is going to look, and how it's all going to sail on out of here. Because with this Chariot card, it feels like there's been a lot of stagnancy. There hasn't been a lot of movement. There hasn't been a lot of change. It feels like this is the week where we have transformation in one way or the other. I don't know. There's still somebody that wants to reach out and say, can we still make this work in some way? I don't know. Catch up with you guys next week, Ophiuchus, and see how all of that comes and goes. All right, Meg, thank you so much for being out there and for helping moderate this. I really appreciate you. And thank you guys so much for letting me read for you every week. I love you all very much, and I appreciate you. Next up, we have Sagittarius, and we are going to use this Star Power Tarot. I got the Nine of Cups in the reverse for Saggies. Hold on. That is far too many. Hold on. I'll take the Page of Swords, though. Nine of Cups in the reverse and the Page of Swords. This can be an energy of having to tell someone the truth and not really wanting to do it. This can be an energy of someone who has to receive a message that they don't really want to hear. The Nine of Cups in the reverse can also indicate over drinking. So, Sagittarius, I encourage you not to be drinking and messaging at the same time, or driving, but also messaging. Just consider that that's an energy that may be hanging around. And we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is the one that I just put back in, but go ahead and come on back out, right? So we got two nines there. Nine of Pentacles is an energy of someone who wants to go it alone. They want to maybe be independent. They maybe want to start their own business, something like that. Maybe you don't really want to tell someone that this is the direction you want to head in. Or you're kind of not really looking forward to having to say that. I mean, yeah, I can see that. I get the Six of Swords. This is the energy of moving on. This is an energy of taking everything that you've learned, all of the wisdom you've accumulated, and loading up only the important things and taking those things with you to a better place, right? This is possibly you not wanting to tell someone that this is how you're feeling or what your intentions are here. And I understand, because nobody likes conflict. I get it, but this is just kind of an energy that's hovering around. Alrighty, Sagittarius. Couple more with this deck. I got the Ace of Pentacles. This is good. I'm actually going to leave it here with this deck. This Ace of Pentacles is my favorite card to get in any reading, because it is a symbol of something that you can invest in. It's a smart investment. It is something you can take to the bank. It's something that is sure to grow into something that's fruitful and profitable for you. It feels like you've kind of known this for a while, and you've known that it's time for you to make a decision. It's time for you to go somewhere else. And so it feels like you are, because you're smart. Let me use this Artist's Inner Vision Tarot to clarify. And I got the Seven of Swords in the reverse. Oh, with the Justice in reverse. Okay. Well, here's the thing. You have reasons for moving on. You have reasons for going on your own. You have reasons for looking in this new direction, because with the Seven of Swords in the reverse, and like I was saying, this was somebody who didn't really want to say something to someone else. They were afraid of hurting someone's feelings or something. It's kind of getting to the point where there could be untruths. Like it's like lies by omission almost is what I'm hearing. I have this Justice card in the reverse, which is the card of Libra. It's kind of an energy of things no longer being fair in a situation. I don't know if this is you not being fair to another person, or if this is the reason you're gonna bounce, you know, because maybe this other person is behaving this way towards you, not telling you the truth about situations, or again, lying by omission in some way. That's just kind of the energies that are hovering around. So, you know, take it as it resonates, if it does at all, which side of the coin you're on here, or which character you play. With that Page of Swords in the reverse, this is someone who is not talking. Can be the energy of only watching from a distance and not really participating again, and planning to move forward. And I have the Five of Swords. Perhaps you're not saying anything about this move or this change because you're worried about what other people are going to say. With that Five of Swords, it can be an energy of gossip, being concerned about the fallout from this in some way, if this relates to maybe a work dynamic or something like that. And I got the Three of Swords. That's kind of the energy of a breakup, right? I always call it the Ben and Jerry's card of the deck. I've said it like 3 times tonight already. Yeah, it's an indicator of a breakup energy, right? And whenever we have that coming out on its side, this is someone who is contemplating that or going through that. But there is this understanding that there is something that's much healthier, something that's better suited for you, just right waiting in the wings there with that Ace of Pentacles. It feels like an investment in something that's better, more honest in some way for you. I have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, whatever this is, this shift from point A to point B, there's this concern of it costing you a lot financially. And I've got the 10 of Swords, which is the minor arcana of the Death card, and the 2 of Pentacles right here. Here's the thing. So you've got a couple of 10s out here, which can be indicators of final endings in situations. And it feels like you're ready for that. It feels like you're ending one thing so that you can begin something else. And it feels like you're definitely ready for it with that 3 of Swords energy. 3 of Swords can be kind of painful, a painful ending in some way, but it feels like it's coming regardless with those 2 10s. And this 2 of Pentacles that comes out here is asking you to remember where your balances lie in this situation, and remember that you can't stretch yourself so thin, because it feels like someone who may be trying to juggle too much, maybe trying to juggle, almost like juggle 2 jobs at the same time, someone who's spreading themselves too thin in some way. And it kind of feels like you're concerned about telling the truth about how you're feeling. There's definitely been an imbalance here, and there haven't been a lot of truths. There's been like a lot of sweeping things under the rug, as what I'm hearing. But this 2 of Pentacles says we can't do it anymore. We've got to give one of the things up. And it feels like you're ready to do that. It feels like you're ready to move forward. It feels like the way is now clear to do so. It's really just a matter of you sharing your voice and you expressing to others as to what it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you're moving towards. Again, is my favorite thing to see with that Ace of Pentacles. So I know that you're making the right decision for yourself. So you know that you're making the right decision for yourself. Good job, you. Not every ending is easy, but we have to do them, right? It has to happen. All right, that was your reading for the week, Saggy. Next up, we have Leo. I'm going to use this Tarot of Dreams for Leo. All right. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Hermit, Knight of Swords. All right, so the Three of Pentacles in the reverse can be someone who doesn't want to do it anymore. They're like, man, I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of doing the day in, day out. I feel like I'm feeling like I'm the one that's always having to do the work. This Hermit that comes out is somebody who really wants to get away. This Knight of Swords is someone who says, I'm just tired of talking. I'm tired of doing it all by myself. I'm tired of waiting on other people to pick up the slack. I'm tired of being in charge of everything. I need some alone time. I need a break in some way. This is someone who's getting tired. And I've got the King of Cups in the reverse. This is someone who's actually kind of emotionally overwhelmed right now. You may not be talking to others about how you're feeling. It feels like there's a lot that you're experiencing in the times of isolation that you do get. It feels like you are kind of struggling to master your emotions. It doesn't feel like you're telling anybody that you're going through these things, but there has been kind of an upset inside of you in some way. That King of Cups is someone who's not sharing their emotions to the point that it's starting to come out in other ways. It could be like kind of biting, or not biting, but just kind of snippiness, or just like how you feel when you're so very tired, right? Do you know what I mean? You follow? It can be like you may be feeling others are perceiving you as such. I'm not sure that they are. You may be being hard on yourself, Leo. But there's this energy of someone who says, I'm so tired. Oh, look, you got the Ten of Swords out, which is the minor arcana of the Death card for me again. This is someone who says, I need a break. I need a long break. I need a very long exit from the premises here. This is someone who feels like they kind of can't take it anymore with that King of Cups in the reverse and this Ten of Swords in the Ten of Swords. That's kind of rough. You know that? It feels like you've tried and tried and tried. It feels like you don't have the support that you need in some way, and you are just kind of desperate for a break. It feels like you are using a lot of your time in isolation to maybe pray or to try to figure out what to do, a solution to how to change this so that you don't have to be feeling like this all the time. I'm not sure what this pertains to. I don't know if this is in work or if this is at home or what this could be. I have this Eight of Cups. This is someone who's ready to walk away because they're just, again, They're just ready to move on to something that just feels a little bit more balanced, something that feels healthier in some way with that Eight of Cups. Very good job, you. Let me grab this Artist Inner Vision Tarot and find out a little bit further here. The thing about the Eight of Cups is it's never easy to walk away from a situation. We have a lot of soul ties with some relationships that keep us there because we, you know, we feel for others. We don't want to hurt other people, so we will stay a little bit long sometimes, just to, you know, what we think is avoiding pain, whenever sometimes it even adds to the pain. We can, it just kind of feels like prolonged, I don't know, I don't want to say prolonged agony because that sounds a little too high drama in my opinion. Just like prolonged pain in some way, because this Ten of Swords can be an on again, off again relationship, or it can just be one of those dynamics in your life that just seems like it keeps on keeping on and it doesn't seem to be getting any better. And in the meantime, with this Three of Pentacles in the reverse, it just kind of feels like you're being asked to fill too many shoes or something like that, to fulfill too many roles. I have the Page of Wands that comes out here. Something else is sparking your interest. There's something else that you would rather be doing. There's something else you'd rather be, some other, it just feels like something else has turned your head, or there's maybe been a new offer that's come towards you, whether it's in work, and it's kind of got you going, yeah, that sounds nice. That sounds like something that would be positive for me. That sounds like something that would be better for me than where I am. I have the Ten of Cups in the reverse. That's somebody who is acknowledging that where they are wasn't all that they thought it was going to be cracked up to be. And all of this happiness that they were sort of that they promised themselves, you know, whenever they embarked upon this relationship or whatever this situation is, it's kind of, it hasn't come out that way, and they're ready to move on. This is somebody who says, you know, that was my vision for myself at one time, and now I'm seeing a different vision for myself, and I'm ready to move on to something that feels more emotionally abundant, where I'm going to have a little bit more support. Where you are right now, it feels like it's dragging you down to the point that you're starting to, I don't know, not enjoy who you are every day. I've got the Wheel of Fortune that comes out here. Good job, you, Leo. Wheel of Fortune is an energy of good karma. It's a card of being in the right place at the right time. It's a card of things shifting the way that they're supposed to. And with this Eight of Cups, this is an energy of walking away and moving on. And I'm hearing you say, when it's time, it's time. And I'm ready to put this to rest. I'm ready to move into a different direction. I'm ready to go towards something that feels healthier. And you've got something here this week, Leo, that kind of sparks your interest in something that's kind of, it's very attractive. And I've got the Knight of Wands right on top of this Page of Wands that I was just talking about. This Knight of Wands is very attractive. Somebody who is very attracted to you, you're very attracted to them. This, again, can be in your romantic life, or this can be in your career life, but there's somebody who wants you as much as you want them, and this will be a great partnership. This will be something that you can experience a lot of growth in. It's going to feel a lot better. It's going to feel a lot warmer than where you are currently. Anything's better than this, right? All right, this is looking good. This is looking better than this, right? I like it. All right, that was your reading for the week, Leo. I will catch up with you guys next week. Hang in there. It all looks good. It looks great. I like it. Next up, we have Aries. Good. Let's see what we have going on for you guys. Let us use this traditional deck for Aries. What is with everybody this week with this Three of Swords energy? Three of Swords is that breakup card. It's like every deck, right? It's been in so many of these readings. So I guess this is just an energy that is present right now. It's a breakup energy. It's an ending of things. Doesn't have to be an ending of all of your romantic relationships or all of every career that you have or something like that, but it's just kind of this energy of endings. I can't make it up. Whenever we have this Queen of Swords that comes out in the reverse, this is someone who feels like they haven't managed their thoughts very well about this, maybe haven't managed their words very well about this. This is someone who wishes maybe they didn't say something at this when they did, or this is someone who's having to say things that they wish they didn't have to say. Oof. Ouch, right? I agree. I have the Hanged Man on top of that. That's the card of Pisces. So that's an energy of someone who's been waiting. They've been waiting to, basically, I think what it is somebody who's waiting for the right words to say. This Three of Swords in the reverse is someone who's actually already experienced a heartbreak and they're starting to heal from it. And it feels like it's taken some time. It feels like you've been waiting to have some kind of, I don't know, ability to talk about this in some way. Waiting to say things, waiting for the right time to tell others that this is maybe something you've gone through. I've got the Page of Cups that comes out here. Oh, what I'm hearing from this is that there are a lot of people who would love to offer you support right now, Aries. If this is something that you're going through, if you're managing some kind of ending, some kind of painful breakup or ending situation in your life and you're not sure how to talk to people about it, there are a lot of people who love you and who would love to offer you support, kindness, compassion in any way, or even just a friendly ear. Like, you have a lot of friends, a lot of people admire you, a lot of people love to be around you, and they want to know that you're doing well. I've got the Strength in the reverse, and I got the Six of Cups. Interesting stuff. Okay, so the Strength in the reverse is somebody, and this feels like your energy, all right, Aries. Strength in reverse, that's card of Leo, is someone who says, I don't think I can do it. Somebody who says, I really feel like I'm failing. This is someone who says, I feel like I don't want anybody to know what has been going on because it makes me feel like people are going to judge me in some way. Everybody is saying, no, we won't. We promise we won't. Just so you know. But I have this soulmate card, this Six of Cups that comes out with that. All right. So this is telling me that your friends are your friends, and they're your friends for a reason, because they're your friends, right? And your friends are the people who are going to love you in the good times and in the bad times. And even when you're a total screw up, you know, for the most part, yeah, they're still going to love you, right? So that's an energy that's coming towards you. You should know this can be a new love relationship coming towards you. This would be a past life love relationship, someone you've known before, someone that you have known either for a long time or from your childhood or something like that. That's that Six of Cups energy. And it could be a friendship as well. Let me use this Artist's Inner Vision to clarify real quickly. I got the High Priestess out. That's a card of Pisces. You got two Pisces on here. High Priestess is someone who has a lot of inner knowing. This is someone who has a lot of psychic ability. This is someone who's highly intuitive. This is someone who, like that you just kind of knew what was coming this whole time. You just have been sitting on this information for a while, waiting to see how it was going to go down, waiting to see how it was all going to be worked out. It feels like you have spent a lot of time alone. It feels like you've grown exponentially in this time of, it feels like you could almost say stagnancy with this Hanged Man energy, but the Hanged Man isn't, that he has purpose. There's a reason why he's hanging from the tree. He's doing it on purpose. It's a state of meditation. He's waiting for inspiration to strike. He's waiting for, I don't know, a message from a higher power. So does the High Priestess. The High Priestess is just wide open now. She's wide open to hearing that inner voice that comes from cultivating that with this isolated time of this Hanged Man. Good job, you. So like I said, grown exponentially. And just when you think that you don't have the strength, just when you're saying, I'm not strong enough to be honest with people, I'm not strong enough to tell the truth about what I've been going through, look at you with the Lovers card coming out with this. Yeah, you know what? I think you have someone who has their eye on you. And I think that, I think you've been through something, some kind of an ending here. And there is someone who wants to reach out and tell you how much they admire you, how much they love you. This could be a friend. This could definitely be a love relationship because I have the Lovers card here and the Six of Cups. So you're crazy. I love it. I mean, whoever this person is that's coming towards you, I think there's a reason that they're coming towards you this week, okay? Very good job, Leo. This is the card of Gemini. You got Pisces out here twice. We got Leo here. Aquarius, we got everybody out here basically. But this Lover's card is a card of having a choice in a love relationship to make, and it's coming towards you. This could be an energy of lots of people showering with you with love and affection, or this can be one person coming towards you with some kind of offering of love or message of love. Very good job, you. All right, so I don't know what you've been through, but it looks rough, and it feels like you haven't been talking about it, and it feels like you spent a lot of time alone and you've grown a lot, and it feels like you have magnetized yourself to experiencing a lot of love coming towards you in the next week. And that can be, again, from friendships, or it can be from romantic relationships. It can be in any way in your life, and it feels like you've kind of earned the right and the opportunity to attract that to yourself. So good job, you. All right, that was your reading for the week, Aries. Next up, we have Capricorn, first of our earth signs. Let us use this Mary L. Tarot for you guys. I get the Moon card, that's the card of Cancer, and then I have the Nine of Cups crossing that. Good job. So Capricorn has, the Moon card can be about things that are in our subconscious. They can be about dream state awakenings. They can be about, it can be about, looking at our shadow sides and deciding what we want to do with them. It can be looking at what lies in our subconscious. The Moon is kind of a deep card. It really, really is. And we have the Nine of Cups crossing it. And the Nine of Cups can be about wish fulfillment. It can be about where our dreams are taking us, what it is that we really want for our future. There does seem to be like a lot of dreamy energy here, and I'm not sure why that is. Let me look a little further here. I got the Queen of Wands. That's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy there. That's someone who has a deep-seated desire for something. They want something. They see something that they want, but they don't want to tell anybody. It feels like someone who, I've got the Tower card that comes out here. Holy smokes. Okay, so this is kind of clear as mud to me. I'm going to tell you what I'm seeing here. This is someone who has like this deep desire, but they're not sure that their desires are what they should really be wanting. It feels like this may be you questioning yourself this week, Capricorn, as to, is this something that's really right for me? Is this the right person for me? Is this the right place for me? Is this the right, career for me? Something like that. Is this right for me? Is what I want actually what is best for me or for everyone in a situation? And because you are questioning this, which is very deep, like I said, and it really requires you to be very wise. Not that many people are ever aware. A lot of us just bounce around in life saying, I want that thing, and then they don't take into consideration whether or not it's good for them or if it's good for anybody else involved. We just simply walk around wanting what we want, and then whenever we don't get it, we get upset about it, right? Or we go get something else, one or the other, right? But it feels like whatever is happening for you this week, Capricorn, it's causing you to question, I don't know if it's question your judgment or question your motives. And I feel like that's coming from such a place of wisdom. And I feel like that is coming from someone who's so very evolved that you really don't see that often. So good job, you. And I feel like this promotes like some kind of, it progresses to like this Tower moment where you have some kind of shift in your thinking, your thought process in some way, where there's this light bulb that turns on and you're like, you know what? I don't know if it is. Now I've got this Three of Swords that comes out here again, which is again an energy of a breakup, or it can be an energy of, a breakup or an ending of something. And that goes right next to that Tower card. This is someone who says, I don't think that this is right. I feel like this, whatever this is really just causing pain in some way, in one way or another. Oh. And I got the Four of Cups here. This may be someone who feels a little bit mopey about this, or this could be someone who all of a sudden is recognizing what it is that they deserve and who it is they want to be. And so they say, you know what, I don't want to be part of this dynamic any longer. It doesn't feel right. I think it's time for me to walk away from it. And I feel like it comes from you just being extremely honest with yourself this week, Capricorn. Very good, very impressive. All right, hold on, I'm just organizing your cards. Let me see here. All right, let me get another deck to clarify just real quick. Let me use this Chicoli deck. All right, what? I don't know. What else can you say about this? I got the Star in the reverse, right on top of the Moon in reverse. You have quite a few majors here. We got 3 majors here. You got the Moon, you got the Star, and you got the Tower. But this Star in the reverse, it's the card of Aquarius, and it's this feeling of things that you thought were going to be part of your divine path. Now all of a sudden you're like, you know, I can let that go. I don't have to be that person. I don't have to have that relationship. I don't have to be that thing. Right? I can let that go. And I see now that maybe that wasn't the best choice for me. Maybe it wasn't the best choice for the other person involved or other people involved for me to believe that this was the right be all end all thing or person in my life. And it feels like there's kind of a shift in thinking here. Again, so evolved. I've got the 10 of Cups in the reverse, which is, again, somebody who says, I thought this was my be-all, end-all, and it turns out that it's really not. And that goes right on top of that Tower card, this 10 of Cups in the reverse. 10 of Cups in the reverse is kind of emotional fallout in some way. This is someone who has to let go of something that they'd invested a lot of their heart into. Very good. But I think this is another thing, and I remember saying this in the Pisces reading just a few minutes ago, where I feel like we have this extremely painful ending, right, with this 3 of Swords. And it feels like whoever I'm speaking for has already processed these emotions, and they've kind of looked at this situation logically. And this 4 of Cups is someone who says, I don't want to focus on those things any longer. I just want to focus on myself and becoming a better version of myself and being who I want to be. And so while I see that there's this ending here, and this is something that I had invested a lot of myself into, and now that I'm looking at it more closely, I'm seeing that it wasn't good for me, it wasn't good for the other person or people, and it wasn't adding to my emotional health or well-being or stability in any way. And so it's okay for me to let go of this. It's okay for me to move on. And you know what's interesting is you have the Star card here, and you also have the 9 of Cups here. And I always say the 9 of Cups is the minor arcana version of the Star card for me, because it's all about wish fulfillment. One is from a more spiritual perspective, and the other one's from more of a 3-dimensional perspective. We have one that affects our daily life and one that affects like our entire spiritual being. It feels like by making this choice, by understanding this and being so wise about this situation, you have really kind of propelled yourself into a different direction, one that's going to feel a lot more authentic to you. And I have the Ace of Pentacles, good job you, which is exactly what I love to see. You know, it's my favorite card to get in any reading because it's something that you can invest in. It's an investment in yourself. Yes, if you can invest in anything, I hope that it's you, right? Very good job. And it feels like, again, something that's more authentic to you. And it feels like it's coming right around the corner. Like once you make this realization and you detach from whatever this was that just wasn't working well, because apparently you are doing that with this 3 of Swords again. Once you do that, it feels like it frees you up to be much more authentic. And again, invest in things that are the right choices for you, the right people for you. Good job. You, very nicely done, Capricorn. Next up, we have Virgo. All right. All right, I'm going to use this Manga Tarot for Virgo. We got the Page of Pentacles in the reverse for Virgo. This is somebody who says, I don't want to do that. I just said that. I don't want to do that. That's the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. This is somebody who says, that's not what I want. I don't want to do it. Okay. I got the Strength card that comes out on top of that. That's the card of Leo. All right. This is someone who says, I don't want to do it anymore. I don't feel like I have the strength to keep up with it. I get the 4 of Wands in the reverse. That's someone who says, it's not giving me any of the support that I need. This is not what the partnership that I need. This is not the dynamic that I see myself in. I want out. I don't want to do it anymore. That's what I'm hearing. I don't want to do it anymore. fair enough. I got the Seven of Swords. All right. I'm gonna put these back in. Seven of Swords. This guy was pretty popular last week and he's shown up in a couple of the readings tonight as well. Seven of Swords is someone who doesn't tell the truth in a situation. There are a lot of reasons people don't tell the truth in situations. A lot of times it's because they don't want to hurt somebody else's feelings. They don't want to rock the boat. They don't want to cause a problem or, you know, disrupt something. And it feels like whatever it is that you're in right now, this energy of like being too tired. Like, I don't want to do it anymore. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of doing this day in and day out. And it's not adding to my stability. It's not adding to my comfort. I want out, but not talking about it with this Seven of Swords. Either that or somebody around you is not talking about something. But it kind of feels like you, let's be honest. I got the Three of Cups here. If we're talking about a romantic relationship, it's possible that there could be a third-party situation here, where somebody is maybe considering seeing someone else. That's kind of the combination of the Three of Cups and the Seven of Swords when they come out together, and they did. This could be someone who says, I'm interested in seeing someone else, but not telling anyone. The Eight of Wands, well, it feels like there's going to be a lot of fast-moving communication coming soon. So if this is your reading and you're on, if you are experiencing this is a dynamic that's about to shift, and you could expect it to shift within the next 2 to 3 days, I would think, where we have this Eight of Wands that comes in where there's a lot of fast-moving communication. And I don't know, let me get another deck. Let's use this Tarot of Wonderland, because I'm not sure where the communication's really coming from. It goes right on top of that Seven of Swords and that Three of Cups. I don't know. So I don't really know. Hold on. I got the Page of Pentacles again. Twice out for that guy. So again, this is somebody who has a message to send. And this is kind of a message of, I see something else that I would prefer. I see something else that I want. I see something else that is going to make more sense to me, or something that's more sensible to me. Something that I did hear the word shiny objects at one point. So do caution yourself. I think you are cautioning yourself to make sure you're making good choices, because that Page of Pentacles, whenever he's in the reverse, that's somebody who may not be making great choices for themselves. So if this is you and you're possibly looking at engaging in some kind of third-party affair or something, or you have or something, I think you're questioning yourself about that. And if this is just a dynamic that's hanging around you, I think that you are kind of seeing it for what it is now. And there's going to be a lot of fast-moving communication with the King of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, the King of Cups in the reverse is someone who's got a pretty stormy emotional situation going on under the surface, and that goes right on top of that Seven of Swords and that Three of Cups energy. When we have the King of Swords, or excuse me, the King of Cups is someone who is really not good at talking about how they're feeling. He's not great at it when he's in the upright position, and whenever he's in the reverse, this is somebody who can be acting out because they're not able to express themselves emotionally. This can be someone who is possibly engaging in third-party situations here. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, but it doesn't have to be. This could be someone who again, is sweeping things under the rug, or not telling the truth because they're afraid of rocking the boat or something. But this would be someone who is experiencing distress in a relationship and possibly stepping out of the relationship into another relationship at the same time. Ow. And I have the High Priestess in reverse. So that goes right on top of this Eight of Wands, where we could have secrets coming out. So the High Priestess, she's the secret keeper of the deck, right? When she's in the upright position. When she's in the reverse, she speaks without thinking. And that goes right on top of that Eight of Wands. This could be information coming out about this situation, or communication coming from this situation, something like that. All right. So and now I have the Queen of Swords out. Boy, This is someone who's kind of upset about something. This is someone who is very upset about something. It feels like whatever this communication is, it can end up in, you know, verbal disagreement or arguing, something like that, to say the very least. Queen of Swords in the reverse is someone who, first of all, struggles to be able to express themselves because they're so overwhelmed by emotions. Same thing with the King of Cups in the reverse. And so I caution you, if this is an energy surrounding you this week, and this will be for a very specific few, hopefully, because it doesn't look like fun. It feels very stressful, and it feels like something that's kind of coming to a head. If this is your reading for the week, this would be something that you would be just aware of, and aware that it's hanging about, and always be as cautious and as kind with your words as possible. Even if you're feeling a little emotionally overwhelmed, do take a moment to step back if you need it, to kind of get yourself together before you say things in situations like this. Don't say things that you will regret. And try not to do things that you will regret if possible. I know that we oftentimes get ourselves into situations for so many reasons. Just like that Seven of Swords, so many reasons why people don't tell the truth. And it can cause major fallouts, and it can cause one lie to lead to another, that sort of a thing. On the bottom of the deck, I have the Devil card. This can create a lot of toxicities in our lives, you know, and no judgment, but it's just kind of an energy of someone who something's gotten out of hand in a way. Now I've got the Queen of Wands. We've got two queens out here now. There's a lot of court cards on the deck here, and that tells me there could be more people involved. It's a lot of passion. It's a lot of fiery energy here. And again, it can be an energy of conflict. And this Temperance card comes out. Whew, thank goodness. This is somebody who says, you know, let's find balance in this situation. Let's not tear things up. Let's not hurt one another. Let's just look at things for what they are. Let's just, let's be open to discussing something honestly. I feel like that's going to be a better solution. But I do think that there may be a time when you have to temper your words, temper your speech, and demand a lot from yourself, from a higher self. I encourage you to always pray in situations like this, and ask for words from a higher power, because sometimes you don't have the right words. Sometimes you don't know how to express yourself. Clearly, we're working with some people here who are struggling with that in some way, whether masculine, female, whatever zodiac sign, doesn't matter. It just kind of feels like it's all over the board here, but we have a lot of potential for communication to come in this week about this situation, and that can be an energy that's used for healing or for harming, right? And you are the one that's in charge of 50% of that. And so what you bring to the table matters. What you bring to that conversation matters. It's important. And knowing that this is going to give you an opportunity to use your words to the best of your abilities. And again, in times like that, I encourage prayer if necessary, because sometimes you don't have the right words and a higher power does. All right, God bless you, and very much love to you. Next up, we have, what are we on? Are we on Virgo or are we on Taurus, guys? Does anybody remember? I can't remember. Do you guys? You guys are so sweet. I think it's Virgo, right? I think we're Virgo. Well, we're going to read for Virgo with this Manga Tarot. Oh, did we already do Virgo? Oh, I did. Thank you, Meg, so much. I love you so much. I so appreciate it. You know, I always get confused at least one time in every reading, like which sign are we on? Yeah. So I really appreciate you. Thank you so much, Meg. And always thank you so much. All right. Then the last of our night tonight is Taurus. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I appreciate you all. Let's see what we have for Taurus. I get the Hanged Man in reverse for Taurus. All right, so whenever I get the Hanged Man in reverse, it feels to me like an energy of someone who's waiting on another person to speak up instead of them. This is someone who, I don't want to say like you're giving your power away or something high drama like that, but it does feel like you're kind of waiting on somebody else to make their decision before you make your decision or before you express yourself. Yeah, there it is. The Queen of Swords in the reverse. And I got the Queen of Wands in the reverse. This is someone who is waiting on another person before they say how they're feeling. And the Queen of Wands in the reverse. She's someone who, all right, you know how I was like, I don't want to say that you're giving your power away, but it kind of feels like that now, because we have someone who's kind of restricting what they say because they're worried about what somebody else is thinking. We may have someone who's feeling a little bit needy, like, I don't want to say the wrong thing because I don't want this person to leave, or I don't want to express how I'm really feeling because I don't want this person to leave. What if they know how I really felt about that? That would make them want to leave me or something like that. We got the Five of Pentacles. Here's the thing though. And I got the Ten of Pentacles crossing that. Here's the thing. I feel like you are always kind of left wanting in whatever this situation is. Five of Pentacles can be about emotional restriction. It can be about financial poverty in some way. It can feel like just not having your needs met in some way. And it can feel like an energy of being separated from someone. It can be an energy of feeling lonely when you're sitting right next to someone on the sofa. This can be someone who, with this Ten of Pentacles, gives and gives and gives, and is like a pillar of stability on one side of the relationship, and then on the other side it feels like they're not getting very much in return, and it feels like not talking about it, and it feels like it's kind of starting to drag you down in some way. All righty. That's too many. Hold on. Yeah, I got the, well, all right, fine. Got the nine, fine. All right, so I have the Nine of Pentacles that comes out in the reverse, which can, again, be someone who's struggling with independence. There's someone who's afraid of letting go of another person. Perhaps you've depended on another person for some kind of what you thought was like a relationship or something, and all of a sudden you're like, I'm not really feeling like I'm getting my needs met in this situation. I keep waiting and waiting and waiting on this person to either commit to something or to show me some kind of interest or show me what it is that I need to see. And it feels like you're giving, and you're not receiving what you want to see. And that's kind of making you feel, I don't know, like you're not at your best self in some way. And I just know that's impossible, because the Nine of Pentacles is the minor arcana of the Empress, right? And whenever she's in the upright position, she is very highly independent. She's someone who knows herself very well. She's someone who takes care of others, but she really takes care of herself. And she is someone who is usually in business for herself, and she knows exactly what she's doing. She knows her own mind, right? And whenever we have her come out in the reverse like that, that's someone who's kind of starting to question their own choices. And it feels like with that Hanged Man, it feels like you've been waiting on another person to make up your mind for you, and that just doesn't even sound like you. So I don't know. This Five of Swords in the reverse is someone who can be afraid of gossip. They can be afraid of what other people are going to say in a situation, but it can also be someone who waits a little bit too long to cut out relationships from their lives. And we have this King of Pentacles that swoops in here at the end of the week, thank goodness, which is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy, where we finally have you kind of come into your senses, which I like. And I like knowing that that's there also with this Ten of Pentacles. Whoever you are, you're someone who works very hard for everything that you do. You probably work hard at work. You probably work hard at home. You probably work hard in every relationship that you have. And what I mean by saying work hard is someone who's always giving 110% of themselves. And it's exhausting. It's kind of exhausting, especially when you're not getting your needs met from the other 50% of this dynamic. I just want to know how we get from here to here, because this over here looks great. This over here is a little murky. Let's use another deck to clarify. Let's use this traditional Rider-Waite. Ace of Swords, Ten of Swords. Good job. So the Ace of Swords is, it's a message of clarity that finally comes through. And that Ten of Swords is someone who says, yeah, and I'm done. Ten of Swords is the minor arcana of the Death card. And that's someone who chooses to walk away from something that's causing a repeating pattern over and over and over again. It's finally like this week is the week that you have some clarity come in about this situation. That's what leads to this emotional stability for you, Taurus. This is fantastic. I don't know what that Ace of Swords is going to be. The Three of Swords. Yikes. Wow, guys. This guy, super popular. This is an energy of an ending. What was I saying about that 10 of Swords? It's the minor arcana of the Death card. This right here is always what I always call the Ben and Jerry's card of the deck, right? Heartache, grief, and pain, right? It's kind of a breakup energy, and it kind of feels like maybe you were waiting on somebody else to express their opinion about maybe ending this relationship or something, and finally you're like, you know what? No, I'm ending this. I'm getting out of this. I'm breaking up with you first kind of energy. Not like you're excited about it or anything. Maybe you are. I don't know. Maybe there's some kind of clarity that finally comes in for you this week where you're saying, you know what? It's okay for me to walk away from this. I can see now that I haven't been getting what I've been needing, and it's making me feel like I'm not myself. It's making me act out in ways that I don't appreciate in myself, in ways that I don't feel are good for me. It's making me feel codependent, and I don't want to feel like that anymore. So I would rather get rid of this situation that I've let linger a little bit too long because I was worried about what it was going to look like from an outside perspective, what other people might think about this, what other people might say about this, and I'm ready to move on. And I got the King of Wands that comes out on its side, and that's somebody who says, like, you know, wait, I'm not sure I'm that brave, right? Well, this is somebody who's kind of questioning their own bravery this week. Like, do I have the balls to do this? Do I have the guts to move forward? That's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Five of Cups, another 5, and then we've got the 10 of Pentacles again. Good job. So we got the 5 of Cups. I know we had the 5 of Swords, and we got the 5 of Pentacles. We got a lot of 5s. 5, 5, 5 is an energy of chaos and conflict that bring about change for me, okay, as a reader. So you know that this is a major shift that happens, and it's probably going to come from a message that you receive in some way. There is some kind of shift here where you recognize that you're worth a heck of a lot more than what it is that you've been putting in. You've got the 10 of Pentacles out here twice. In addition to the King of Pentacles, this is somebody who I said works hard for everything that they have, whether that's at home, in your career, whatever. There's this understanding that you bring a lot to the table, and that you demand some kind of independence for yourself. There's all of a sudden a shift that allows you to move out of a relationship that was not good for you, that you had been actually giving your power away in. And I hate it when people say that, but it does kind of feel like that because we got the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands in the reverse here, in addition to that 9 of Pentacles in the reverse there. And you didn't like seeing that in yourself. You didn't like it. You don't like it now. So it's like this acknowledgement of that, and it kind of releases you into something that's much more profitable, more authentic to you, which is this King of Pentacles, which is this person who stands on their own, and they understand that they are in control of their entire kingdom, and that it's their job to make sure it's flowing, and that relates to your physical system, it relates to your home environment, to your work life, whatever. And it promotes a lot of stability towards the end of the week, all right? Good job, you. Thanks for letting me read for you. All right, Taurus, that was your reading for the week. Thank you all so much for letting me read for you. I appreciate it. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can. All of that information is around here. Thank you, Meg, so much. And if you're watching this on YouTube later, all that information is in the About section of this channel, all right? I will try to get that time stamped and up in the next day. All right, love you very much. Good night, guys.